Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the show. Welcome. When one paycheck isn't enough, how moms are creating 4 streams of income with one done for you business. And guess what? It's for beginners. Yes. So come on in here, moms. If you are a beginner and you are ready to learn how how moms are earning 4 streams of income with one done for you business. I'm so happy to have you guys here this evening or this morning, wherever you're watching me from in the world. As you're coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from. And first, I need to know that you guys can hear me because I have some great content here for you this moment. I was going to say this morning. Let's see. Got it. All righty. Oh, the screen is kind of cut off a little bit. Let's see if we can fix that. Do we have sound? Hello. Do we have sound? Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, let me turn it down. Why does it look like that? I don't know. All right. Gotta make sure you guys can see me so you can hear me because we got something good this evening or this morning. Guess I'm just gonna wait for a couple of minutes, see if anybody is coming in. And if you guys are watching and you just like watching but didn't like come in the room yet, just put in the comments where you're watching from. I'm over here in Maryland, and I just love that we get to talk to people all over the world from the comforts of our own home. I know I just started dancing. What's happening, user 27? A whole bunch of numbers that's on there. How you doing? First 2 numbers 27, last 2 numbers 79. Welcome to the live. When one paycheck isn't enough. Woo! How moms are creating 4 streams of income with one done for you business. And guess what? The beauty of it is that it is all online. What? Yes, all online. And so as I'm going through everything, I want you guys to think of the questions that you may have. And 9 times out of 10, your questions will be answered during this live. So I got TikTok, I got Facebook, and I got YouTube in the building. And I'm so excited to have you guys here. And also, if you want to follow along, guess what? You can kind of follow along. So if you want to follow the same blueprint that other moms are following with a done for you business, just if you're on YouTube and Facebook, just go to the description and the link is there to get your free Freedom Formula Blueprint. Yes. Hey, Andre Thompson. Yes, get your Freedom Formula Blueprint. And if you're on TikTok, the link is right in my bio. All you have to do is go get that. But guess what? Don't just grab it and run away. Grab it and come on back in the room so we can discuss and I can share with you the ways that moms are creating 4 streams of income with one done for you business. And guess what else? No monthly fees. No monthly fees. All right. And so let me ask you guys this, right? Are you a stay-at-home mom? If you're a stay-at-home mom, put it in the chat. Or if you're an aspiring stay-at-home mom, put that in the chat. Let me know who I'm talking to. Because when you are living off of one income, trying to raise a family in this day and age, it can be difficult, right? It can be challenging, it can be tough. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. And why am I pretending like this is a microphone? But anyway, let's go. Hey, Barbecue Man 37, what's up? And welcome to the live. Listen, guys, as you're coming in, put in the chat where you're watching from because we are global. And I love to see that people all over the world coming in here. Listen, share the live. Share. Whether you're on TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube, be sure to share this live because sharing is caring. So if you care about others, share the live. Help a sister or brother out, right? You never know who's going through some things financially and looking and praying for a way out. And you could be that one that's helping them just by simply sharing the live. And also like the live because these algorithms, oh, my light coming back on. These algorithms, is it even plugged? These algorithms love to see the engagement. They love to see that content is being shared and is being, talked about. All right. So let me see. All right, as a matter of fact, before we get deep into the content today, I want you guys to answer a simple question. What's your financial goal by the end of the year? Put it in the comments. What is your financial goal by the end of the year? Because we only have about 100 days left of this year. And so based on what your goals are, you can either achieve that goal or you can go into 2026 the same way you came into 2025. And I know we ain't trying to do that. So if you ain't trying to do that, put your financial goal that you have for yourself by the end of the year. And guess what? If you have gotten to a point in your life where you're like, you know what? I don't even have a goal no more. I don't even know what that goal is. We want to get out of that stinking thinking and we want to actually absolutely have a financial goal. Because here's the thing. If you're in your car and you're using your GPS, right? The GPS needs to know exactly where you are and where you want to go. Or else you'll be driving out looking crazy, right? So you need to know where you are and where you want to go. So at this point, you already know where you are, right? You're probably at home. You're probably just watching me scrolling through TikTok and probably stressing about, okay, how am I going to figure out how to make some extra money, right? Especially when you don't have time to go out there and get a part-time job. All right, so we're talking about how you can do this with a done-for-you online business so you don't have to worry about having time outside the home trying to get another job to make some money. So you want to know exactly how much or what your financial goal is so you can then reverse engineer that goal. And I'm going to make sure by the end of this live, you guys have a step-by-step plan exactly what to do and how to get there. And you can make an informed decision on this Transformation Thursday. Yes, Transformation Thursdays. You can totally transform your life by the end of this year. If. And again, if you have not already put in the comments, what's your financial goal by the end of the year, just be sure to do that. Okay. Put in the comments what your goal is. And I may pick one of you lucky people out here to help you go through that and figure out how we can reverse engineer and ensure the right plan for you to get there. So in order to get there, there's three things you're going to need. And I call them the 3 C's. You must be committed to your goal. You must be coachable. You got to be coachable because how are you going to know what to do if you don't know what to do, right? And you must be consistent, whether that's being consistent with showing up one time a day, one time a week, one time an hour, what that consistency looks like for you. Make sure that whatever you choose to do for your consistency, that you are consistent, okay? And one more prerequisite before we get totally started into this, right? Now, what I'm going to share with you today is information, right? But information without action, you will not get the transformation that you're looking for. So, hey, T-Page, what's up, Jen Garden? Stephanie in the building. Welcome, TikTokers. Yes. Are we recording? We should be recording. Okay, TikTok. If you have to bounce off here for any reason, you can always go to my YouTube where this live will be posted immediately after this live ends. It'll be posted and available for you over there on YouTube. Go YouTube for having that available. Okay, so information plus action equals transformation. So the information I'm going to be giving you today, you have an option to take action. Again, nothing changes if you choose not to take action, whether that's getting your free freedom formula blueprint or whether that's you deciding to make a purchase tonight. It is totally your choice, and life is in your hands. And based on what you decide to do, will determine what the end of your year going to 2026 will look like. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay. Let me change that. So I'm gonna get my handy dandy whiteboard here. All right. Oh yes, it says it right there. So I'm helping stay-at-home moms earn income online without getting a job. And guess what? You get a free Freedom Formula Blueprint PDF. So you can, in the video, you get to watch a video too, so you can learn exactly how to earn 100% profit with a done-for-you business. And just to even just cut out all the noise, right? Let's just get right down into it. So here's the thing. It is a simple process, right? And so what you're seeing right here is an email. And what we call this right here, we call this our Freedom Formula Blueprint. Now, let me give you a real insight of what it means to have a Freedom Formula Blueprint. This Freedom Formula Blueprint, we call this our Freedom Machine. Why? Because this one section right here is actually doing the business for you, right? It's doing the telling, it's doing the selling, so you can spend your time connecting with your ideal customer, right? Yes, because you want to be able to identify with your ideal customer. Because if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, right, I would not be on here talking to a 20-year-old that's out there playing softball. We have nothing in common. He is not listening to me, and I'm not listening to him. Okay, y'all get the picture, right? Exactly. And so that's why it's so important that when we set up your system, that you are utilizing exactly what the program offers. And what this right here is that it is our Freedom Formula Machine. And this Freedom Formula Machine, right? It's I forgot what they call it, but something. It's like I'm giving you something in exchange for your email. So in exchange for your email, this Freedom Formula system is going to be right here, right? So you're going to discover how to earn 100% profit from a done-for-you digital business. Yes. Yes, done-for-you digital business, right? And so what this is that it allows you to live your life. It allows you to go out there and just be you while your business is working in the background, right? And what I love about this is that it is rejection free. What? Yes, it's rejection free. So that means because it's rejection free, there's no selling, there's no chasing, there is not even any goddamn awkward conversation, because this system right here is doing all the work for you. So when someone goes to your website, your domain, like this is mine, right? So when you go here, you're going to land on this page right here, what we call our Freedom Machine. And guess what? We give you this for free. You do not have to pay for this Freedom Machine. What? Yes, you don't have to pay. Listen, I'm telling you, I hope you guys are paying close attention, because I want you to understand exactly how this works. And again, if you have any questions, definitely put your questions in the comments, and I'll be answering your questions once I go through the content. All right. So this is your Freedom Machine, right? And so when somebody comes to your website, or we call your landing page, you want to get their email address. And why their email address? You want to get their email address because you want to set up your automated system so that way it is doing the telling and the selling for you. You don't have to chase anybody or anything like that. So what are they getting in return? What is it and what's in it for them? When they go to, thank you for the follow, Reginald. When they go to your website, right, what are they going to be getting from you for them to give you your email, right? And what we give them and what we give to you is this blueprint. This blueprint is going to show you how you can discover how to earn 100% profit from a done-for-you digital business. And guess what? When I say digital business, I'm talking about totally online. So you would absolutely get this. And I printed this so that way you guys can see it, right? Yes, it's definitely right there for you. Now, here's the thing. When you put your email address in here, right, within 5 or 10 minutes, this is going to come into your inbox. And so if you go to your inbox and you don't see it, you have to check a couple of places. You have to check your promotions folder, or your junk folder. Why those two folders? Because I'm new to you and you're new to me. So it may not go into your regular inbox, but to ensure that you're getting all my emails, it is very essential and very important that when you get your blueprint, you check your blueprint and you whitelist the email. What does whitelist mean? Whitelist means that, yes, I want emails from Tasha, right? I want emails from Tasha because I want to learn how I can create 4 streams of income with one done for you business. And that's all I'm going to be sending you is information that's valuable to help you so you also can learn how to earn 4 streams of income from one business. Okay. And listen, if you're not following me, subscribe, hit that like button, make sure you follow so you always know when I'm going on live, right? And so within 5 minutes, you're going to get your Freedom Formula blueprint and you can print it out or you can just going to save paper and just look at it online. It's a digital product, right? So now, so when you first get that your blueprint, you put your email address in, the very next page you're going to see is a video. Now, this is super, super important. Before you even go check your email for the blueprint, I want you to watch this video. Why do I want you to watch this video? Remember what I said, right? It's rejection free. There's no telling, there's no chasing, and there's no awkward conversations. Let the system work for you. What you're looking at is the total free system that is out there working for you so you can go out there and live your life. Hi, Donita. How you doing? Hey, Velvet. Welcome, yo. Welcome to the live. And so you want to watch this video. So between this video and this video, it is going to answer about 99.9% of your questions. Now, if you still have questions after watching these 2 videos, then you're going to get an email. But you can also just reply to the email. Reply to the email. Thank you for saying hello back. I appreciate that, Donita. You want to be sure to reply to the email and definitely let me know you got the blueprint, because I'm telling you guys, sometimes you guys get so excited about getting your hands on the same system that thousands are using to earn 6 and 7 figures. It's like they get excited and put the email address and put the wrong email address in, so they never get it, right? Like, Tasha, put my email in and I never got it. So when you get your blueprint, respond to that email, say, got it. So that way I know that you got it. All right. All right, let's go. So again, between these 2 videos, your questions will be answered. But here's the other thing. Now, as you see, there's an arrow pointing down right here, right? And you see PYP. PYP means to pick your program, right? Pick your, Curated Corner. You want to pick your program. So the 4 streams of income is going to be inside one program. So all of this is done for you. You don't have to create the product. That's what I love about digital products, is that you're going to be able to market something that's proven to work, that someone else created, that you did not have to spend the mind muscle to go ahead and do that, right? Again, on this Transformation Thursday, you want to be able to do something that can transform your life. And your life will not be transformed if you what? Don't take in information and don't take action, right? No information, no action does not equal transformation. All right. And so now most people that's excited, that's been looking, that's been praying for a way to earn extra income or even life-changing income. Hey, Christina. Hi. That's been looking to create income. Guess what? They're already ready. They were like, I don't need to see the second video. I already know what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I've been looking for, a way that I can earn income from home without having to chase people, without having to sell a bunch of stuff, loading up my house with a whole bunch of products, no telephone, no DMing anybody. What? And so you know what happens? They go ahead and purchase their program. Again, you have 4 programs to choose from. And the number 1 selling program is a $900 program. And inside that program is a $1,900 value. Yes, because if you add these up, that equals $1,900. So that means you're able to sell the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 1. Imagine if you just sold one of those a day. What would that do for your lifestyle? What would that do for your family? Thank you so much for the rose, Christina. Yes, so good, right? Yes, it makes sense. And now I do have some people that are very analytical and they just need to get a little bit more information. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? It's good to get more information, but don't let more information paralyze you from taking action. Because here's the thing. When you get this information and you learn how to follow this, thank you for the heart puff. Oh, Puffy. That is so cute. Hey, Delane. And so once you learn the skills, right, you get into the program, 1 out of 20 typically buys, right? And so you'd be asking, okay, Tasha, if 1 out of 20 is buying from me, what happens to the other 19? Well, the other 19 is going to go through your automated email system. I'm telling you right now, email is king, okay? Or should we say queen, since the queen is a powerful chess piece, right? But bottom line is if those other 19 go into email system. And so what that means is that this keeps your business rejection free, because at any time they can opt in and they can opt out. And I love that for me. And I love that for you, because I never have to get on the phone with you. You have to get on the phone with me. You can make a buying decision at the comfort of your comfort level, at the comfort of your own home, or wherever you soon to be, right? And that's how that works. Now you see some numbers on here. So believe me, I'm going to explain this whole thing to you so you know exactly what this is. As a matter of fact, if you haven't already, take a screenshot. Get a screenshot of this, because this is going to be so super important. Because when it comes to information can be like so daggone like much and be so like overwhelming, right? But when you have a picture of something, you'll remember things that I've said, because that's why I'm using a lot of visuals and I'm talking to you and I'm sharing things with you. So that way, when you go back and look at this picture, you know exactly what this is. Go ahead, Reginald, got the number 2 gifted badge. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 7 finger hearts. Christina, thank you. Hey, no patience. 60 joined. I know that's right. Are you 60? I'm just curious. I like the name though. Nope. I love you guys' creativity, because I'm Tasha Elliott. I ain't that creative. But you have to be creative to do this business, right? So you see some numbers on here, and I'm going to go through these more in depth with you. But at any time you have to bounce off of here, all you have to do is go here to claim your Freedom Formula Blueprint, right? That's TashaElliott.com. Whoa! Wow, that was super loud. Okay, my live goal was achieved. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christine. I think that was you, Christine, that helped me make my live goal. And I gotta set up a whole nother goal. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Um all right. I'm going to figure that thing out later, because I know it's the way I can add another goal. But maybe TikTok could just put one up there for me. But thank you so much for helping me reach that. Okay. And so right under the 1 out of 20 that buy from you, right? You see this number 39. And I'm telling you, this number is very, very important. And why is this important? Okay, each one of these programs, right, equal a website. So when you have the number 1 selling program at 900, that means you are allowed to market our other 3 programs. And so when you purchase another program, right, the next thing that happens, that this screen is going to come up. And this screen, you don't want to miss this. Please. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, I get emails. I'm like, Tasha, I didn't get my program. It's like you didn't finish the next step. So be sure that you complete the process as you are doing it. Okay. So the very next page, once you pick your program, right? PYP, once you pick your program, the next screen is going to be where you purchase your website. Now, this is the part that is super, super important, because without this website, none of this works. Okay, I'm going to say that again because it's super important. Without this website, this is a one-time fee. Without this website, none of this works, because how are they going to buy the product from you, right? They have to have somewhere to go. And so $39, guess what? It's only a one-time fee. So when you pay $39 for your website fee for this program, right? That means all of these programs are going to be on your website. Hey, Miss Hall of Fame. Hello. What's up, Z's One Rally Bad? Hope I said that right. I don't know if I said that right. But and so for example, now here's the thing. I do understand that people watching me from all over the world, and I understand the different things when it comes to currency and things like that, right? So that's why this is not a one-size-fits-all program. You pick the one that's best for your goals, your dreams, and your pocketbook. I don't want anybody out here slaving and doing all kind of crazy things to get to the 900 plan, right? Because here's a tip. You can always upgrade. You have 30 days. You can always upgrade from one to the next. But here's what I want to share with you, because some people don't get this, right? When, let's say you choose to say, you know what, Tasha, I just want to do the launch. I just want to kind of get my feet wet and kind of see, you know, what this whole online business thing is about. Understandable, right? But here's the thing. You pay a one-time fee of $39. But with that, that means on your website, all you're going to see is this Launchpad product, right? That is it. However, when you purchase the 900 plan, you are going to have all of these plans on your website because you chose that plan. And that's simply how that works. So if you purchase the 100, right, and you want to upgrade to the 300, now you have to pay $39 again. Remember, we're working smarter, guys. Working smarter, not harder. Okay. So when you pay your 39 and you want to upgrade to the 300, guess what? Now you got to pay another $39 fee for your website, right? And then you got to pay the difference between the 1 and the 3. And I'm telling you, when I first saw this, to me, it was a no-brainer. It was like, wait a minute, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all in. And I tell my kids all the time, if you're going to do something, do it. Don't half-ass it, right? Like really do it. Because if you can get in the habit of not half-assing things, I don't know if I can say that online, but if you get into the habit of not half doing something, you can't be on the fence. It's either you're in or you're out, right? Yes, there we go. I'm glad you guys are getting that, right? Hey, Dana. Hey, welcome. Tailpipe 1175. Thank you. Thank you, Donita, again for the follow. And so that's why that number is super important, right? And again, if you guys missed it, that is a one-time fee. Yes, a one-time fee for your website, and you get this whole system right here absolutely free when you purchase. Now, you see two other numbers up here, right? And I'm going to get into that, and guess what? It is pretty good. But I want to share this with you right here, right? The importance of this is that it is evergreen. And evergreen means like the evergreen tree, right? It never the leaves never fall off. It is forever working for you, right? That means it is a long-term sustainable business that isn't tied to the latest trend, right? You're not trying to worry about the trending sound, or is this trending this week or this month? Like the e-learning industry has been projected to become a $1 trillion industry by 2027. So what part of the equation do you want to be on when it comes to that, right? Do you want to be on the side that you are already in, or do you want to be on the side wishing and hoping that, oh, I wish I'd have got in when some people were doing this, right? No, you want to be on the winning side. On this Transmission Thursday, let this be the day that you are totally transforming your life, right? Thank you, Carrie. Got the number 2 gifted badge from Ronald. I think it was Ronald. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking the live as well. Guys, keep the likes coming. Share the live, because TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, the way these algorithms work, if people are not sharing the lives or communicating in the lives, they're going to feel like everybody out here in this world is rich. Nobody needs to make any kind of income from home. And we are, no, that is not true. Okay, because I know I cannot be the only mom out here that wants to make more than just money to help pay the bills. I want to have money so I can do things with my kids, make memories, right? And the only way to do that is if we have more income coming in. Like I want to not normal. I don't want to normalize, scrape and buy. What? There's nothing normal about scrape and buy, guys. We're not doing that, right? Absolutely not. And if y'all don't know, you're going to know today. Okay. Thank you, Christina, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe, because you'll be seeing a lot of me. And I hope we get to see each other. I do plan on doing some live events coming in the future, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. And so now you see 10K, you see 12. Now my number one selling program again is $900, right? So you know what that means? That means all you need is 12 customers out of 5 billion people that's on social media. All you need is 12 to get to that 10K, right? Now, here's the thing. Yes, there's 5 billion people on social media. That is a good thing. And there's also a not so good thing. And why do I say that? Because there's 5 billion people on social media. You want to be able to stand out. You can't get on social media and talk to everybody. Talking to everybody, nobody's going to hear you, right? So you want to be able to target your ideal customer of who you're going to be talking to. And 9 times out of 10, it is you 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So as I'm talking to this camera, as I'm talking to you, right? You know what I'm really visualizing? I'm visualizing talking to myself 10 years ago, where I was out there on social media looking, praying for a way that I could make money online, right? That I could make money from home. Because I tried so many different things. I tried network marketing, I tried real estate, and all these different things I tried took the 2 things I was looking for. What was those 2 things? Time and money, right? I was looking for time and money. So if there's ever a way that they can turn back the hands of time, I want to be able to say that I've talked to myself in the future to the past so we can change some things in life. But Hey, wishful thinking, right? But since I can't go back and change anything, I'm sharing with you what I wished someone would have shared with me, right? Yes, exactly. And so, as you can see, based on these numbers, right? If you go to that program and you want the 10K, it makes sense to go here because you're going to get there quicker and you only need 12 people. If you start here, guess what? You're going to need do the math, right? Of course, you already got it, right? You're going to need a lot more people to make that same 10K. So the whole purpose of this is to work smarter and not harder. And that's why I'm helping moms create 4 streams of income with one done for you business. So that means you don't have to go out here and try different kind of businesses and try to do drop shipping, try to do TikTok shop, try to do all these different things when you can do one thing, master that skill. And let me give you a secret. I hope you're paying attention. Let me give you a secret. I want you to see this. All right. Here's a secret. All you have to do is master this right here. What's up, Web Coach Live? Hey, what's up, Andrew the guy? How you guys doing? All you have to do is master giving away. It's free. All you have to do is master getting people's email address so they can get this blueprint, so they can have it in their hands, so they can learn the skills on their own on how to profit from 100% done for you business. And do you guys understand? It takes the pressure off. It takes the pressure off of trying to do so many things when all you have to do is really get good at mastering sending people to your domain. Because here's the thing, you're going to have your own domain because you're branding you. So please don't go out there and brand this. People don't buy into products. They buy into you, right? They buy into you. You are the brand. Don't let nobody tell you any different, right? Because they tell you something different. Don't listen to them. You better run. You are the brand. People are in tune to you. People are so tired of the same old, same old. They want to be able to relate to someone, have somebody understand them, understand their journey, understand where they're at, right? To know that they feel heard and understood, right? Absolutely. And so I'm like, you know what? Again, when I first started this business, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. And I was branding the actual product that I'm selling. Until one moment I woke up, I said, wait a minute. I am not the product. I market the product, but I am not the product. I am Tasha Elliott. That's who I am, right? And so hence my TikTok name. I am Tasha Elliott. Can't get any more simpler than that. So hopefully you get your name and brand you. So again, this is my domain, right? And all I have to focus on is mastering the skills to market this right here because it makes it so simple. When I say beginner friendly, listen, if you can do dot by dot, right, paint by number, you can absolutely follow the simple steps of doing this. And I'm going to give you the simple steps right here. So I want you guys get a screenshot of this, right? Get a screenshot that's on your screen. Take a screenshot. Make sure you guys get that. So that's your first step. This is your first step. You go here, you enter your email. When you enter your email, you're going to get this in your email within about 5 minutes. Why about 5 or 10 minutes? Because immediately after putting your email address in, you're going to get a video. And that video is super important. And please, even if you're watching me live right now and you already went here to get your blueprint, watch the video. Watch the video, and it's about maybe 6 minutes long, if that, right? And here's a tip. You can put it on 2x speed to speed it up if that helps you. If not, you can even slow it down if I'm talking too fast, right? So it's me and the founder of this program that's going to talk with you and share with you about this program. And so from there, all the information that you get from there, you can then pick your program, right? Again, you pick the program that fits your budget, your goals, and your dreams, right? And here's the thing. We have been so conditioned to live life as it is that we have forgotten how to dream. We have forgotten how to dream, right? But before I get into that, make sure you get a screenshot. So you're going to go there, get your blueprint, watch the video, and then check your email to see if you got your blueprint and reply, got it. So that way, when I check my emails, I see that you got it. And also super important for those who stay to the end, I have a super offer I'm going to give you guys at the end of this live. Now, I'm not going to say it right now because you will be so upset if you missed it. So if you stay to the end of this live, you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, the value of it is priceless. So we're going to go through the rest of these steps. Hope you got that, right? Now, here's one more thing about this whole system, right? It is a low investment. So there's no crazy startup cost, there's no inventory, and there's no big risk to you when you are ready to transform your life, right? And so low investment means, again, you pick the one that's right for you. Because for some people, this is very low. But for others, this is really low, right? So get in where you fit in, put in what you want out of it, right? And remember, you have to also have that fee. So whatever this is plus that, right? That is going to be your total fee that you're going to invest in to your one-time fee done for you business. All right. I love about this. I love that it was no low investment because oh my goodness, if somebody would have told me how much money it was going to cost me to invest in being a real estate agent in the state of Maryland, I don't know how it is in other states, but in the state of Maryland, I tell you, I would not have done it. I would. I mean, listen, it even says in the Bible, how many of you are going to, and I'm paraphrasing here, how many of you are going to go and build something without first counting the cost, right? You want to know the exact cost of what you're getting yourself into. And I'm not just talking about finances, I'm talking about your time because your time is money and your time is valuable, right? So I would not sit here and try to share something with you, but not giving you the picture of what it's going to take. And here's what it's going to take. It's going to take this investment, whichever one you pick, right? That investment, and also about 2 hours of your day of income producing activities. Say that again. 2 hours a day of income producing activities, because there are times, even though you used to work a job or you working a job, you spending time out there on your cigarette break, or you sitting over there talking to your girlfriend at her desk, but you're not working, but you're on the clock, but you're getting paid. That's what we're talking about here. Here it's going to be 2 hours of focus time. Kimberly, what's happening? And what's up, Islam Minigure? Go to the right. How you doing this evening? Okay. And so if we want to keep you focused, right? That 2 hours of focus time. But here's the blessing part of that. Because as a busy stay-at-home homeschooling mom, I don't always have 2 hours of free time back to back that I can totally do something, right? So it fits around your schedule, it fits around your life, not your business fitting, you know what I mean? So if you got 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, as long as by the end of the day you have put in your 2 hours of income producing activities, guess what? You have won. You have one, and we teach you inside the program exactly how to do that, right? So again, low investment, no crazy startup cost, no inventory because it's what? It's digital. Yes, digital. And there's no big risk, right? No big risk at all. And here's another thing. And this all goes back to what? It goes back to here. This is an automated system. What you're looking at right here, guys, is the automated system. And this automated system runs for you so you're not glued to your screen all day. Because who I got time for that, right? I know I don't. Put in the chat. Put in the chat if you would love to have an automated system that's working for you 24/7. I mean, working while you're sleeping, working while you're eating. Heck, some of you got jobs working while you're at your other job. As a matter of fact, I got to share this job. All right. So there's this girl in this business, right? And so she's a waitress. And one day she was rushing late for work and she just went off to work and she left her phone at home. But while she was up, if you guys know anything about waitressing, they get paid pennies. I mean, it's crazy how much they pay these waitresses, right? So she's probably getting like $2.30 an hour, whatever, right? And hoping and praying that the people that come in tip her. And so this particular day, she left her phone at home. And so she finished her shift. She got home and she had these notifications on her phone. And she's looking at her phone like, oh my gosh. She realized that she made more money while she was working at her waitressing job than she did. She made more on her business than she did from waitressing job. All because of this automated system working behind the scenes, working while she's working somewhere else. And guess what? She made over $5,000 from her phone, and she didn't even have her phone with her. I want you guys to get that. Even when you take a break from social media, you put your phone away, guess what? This is working behind the scenes. This is working for you. And this is so freeing for so many of us moms out there that are so overwhelmed with so much going on, trying to keep the household together, trying to budget every penny, right? Trying to just get everything organized when you can be literally living your life, taking care of your kids while this is running in the background. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome, right? So this is your automated system, again, running for you so you're not glued to your screen all day. And again, if you want to get into the system, take a screenshot of this, because these are your simple 3 steps. It's very simple. Here are your simple 3 steps to get you this freedom formula blueprint so you can get the information that you need to make an informed decision, right? Exactly. Hey, newbie, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I said it like that, but hey, welcome to the live. If you guys are not following, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. Share the video, share the live, right? Okay. And so, yes, get a screenshot of that. So all you're going to do is follow these 3 simple steps, right? You're going to go here, put in your email address, and your email address within 5 or 10 minutes, because they're going to give you time to watch the video that's here. You're going to get this in your spam or promotions folder. And again, if you don't see it in your inbox, check your spam or promotion folder. Whitelist the email. What does that mean? That means mark the email as safe because you want to get this. And here's the other part. Right? Let me recap. Before I get into the next one, let me recap. This is a rejection-free business. So you never have to hear the word no. How many of you like that? How many of you like having a business where you don't have to beg and plead for sales? You don't have to beg your family. They don't want to see you coming. Well, you should go another opportunity. No, right? You follow the steps and let people come to you. Let the ones that want this come to you, right? So again, there's no selling, there's no chasing, there's no over conversations. The system does all the work, and you are looking at the system right here. And this system we give you for free once you purchase your program. Yeah, that's good news. All right. And the second part of that, just to recap, the second part of that is that it's evergreen. This is a long-term sustainable business that isn't tied to trends, right? Trends come and go. Evergreen stays green forever. So it doesn't matter whether it's up season or recession. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world, right? Whether the music is up, whether it's pop this week or gospel, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Evergreen means that it's always going to be working. And to give you guys some insight behind that before I go into the next part, right, is that think about when COVID happened, right? The whole world kind of shut down. And what happened? People were hungry for knowledge because they went through, they binge watch all their Netflix movies. They probably watch every DVD video they had in their house. And now they're like, okay, I want to learn something. And what did they do? They went to YouTube University to learn some different skills, right? And so people that were smart capitalized on that. And what they did is they started creating digital products so people can learn from home. And that's where you fit in, right? You are marketing a digital product that you did not create, but you get 100% profit on. Yes, 100% profit. Now, let's see, that's number 2. All right. And we went into the low investment. No crazy startup costs, no inventory. And oh my goodness, you are gonna definitely love number 6 or 7. I don't know which one is that. 6. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Number 4. All right, we said that one. The system runs for you, so you're not. Listen, you ain't gotta be perfect. You just gotta be consistent and show up and be happy for what you do. Right. All right. So here's the best part. One of the best parts is that there are no tech skills involved. No tech skills involved. So it's a simple step-by-step process that anyone can follow. And I love this for beginners because as a beginner, I remember when I first began, right? I didn't know anything. I didn't know much about TikTok. My kids was on it. Like they was dancing and showing me like these funny little videos. And that was it. Like for me, it was like so much going on in TikTok. I was like, I can't even see this. It's just like so much stuff going on. I didn't know what I was looking at. Right. But inside this program, we teach you a simple step-by-step process that anybody can follow. So I like to say, if you can connect the dots and paint by number, you can 100% do this. It does not take a brain surgeon to do this, right? And that's number 5. And number 6, a 2-hour workday. We teach you a 2-hour workday because we want you to work smarter and not harder, and finally have the time to do what you want to do without having to worry about having to do something else, right? Hey, Lolita, Laptop Mama 83. Hey, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. But let me see you next month. Good to see you next month. I can't believe that's coming up already. Oh my goodness. Yes, like in a few weeks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bring that cute baby of yours too. All right. Okay. So 2-hour workday, right? 2-hour workday, because we're going to teach you how to work smarter and not harder. Because if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, right? And I see how hard my husband is working, trading hours for dollars. And I'm like, I just always knew that there had to be a better way. It had to be a better way to earn income. But society wants us to believe that if we want to make it in this world, we have to keep on changing time, exchanging time for money. And that is so old news. I'm telling you that with the advancement of digital marketing and AI, for anybody to trade time for dollars, it's like, are you hiding behind a rock? Like, seriously, like, you don't have to trade time for dollars anymore if you don't want to. If you want to, by all means, knock yourself out. But for me and my house, we wanted to figure this out so we can never have to punch a clock again. Okay. Now, before I get into number 7, oh my goodness. Remember, get a screenshot of this. Get a screenshot, because these are your exact 3 steps to get this program working for you on this Transformation Thursday. Because remember, I'm sharing with you how moms are creating 4 streams of income with one done for you business that they never have to pay any monthly expenses on, right? Exactly. Okay. And last but not least, let's go. Yes, let's go. You see that? Yes. 100% profit. That means you keep everything you make. There's no middleman. There's no cuts. Now, see, I got to share this with you guys, right? Because here's the thing. Now, you have things out there, right? Because again, it's your life, it's your choice. You can choose what to do. But if you don't have all the information, how do you know that you're making the right choice? Now, let me give you a prime example, right? Let me see. I think I got it on here. If not, I'm going to have to put it on here. Let me see. Don't y'all be picking at my board now. All right, let me see. Because I think I wrote it down before, so I don't have to write this all over again. That's the thing I like about this, because I don't have to erase it and then come back and look for it. But I think this one. Ah, yeah, I got it. All right. Okay. Woo. All right. Itching. All right, can y'all see this? Can y'all see my screen? Hold on, let me hide this out the way. All right. Wrong way. Do it that way. All right, can y'all see that? If y'all can see that, put yes in the chat. If y'all can see my screen, put yes in the chat if you can see that. If you can see it, let me know. If you can see it, let me know. I don't know why I started singing again. All right, so here's the thing. You get to decide, right? And so let's say that you chose to go the option of, like, say, drop ship, or say you chose network marketing, right? And say you also have a $900 product. Here's the thing. When you were doing things like drop shipping and network marketing, you don't get the full 100%. Why? Because you have to pay the middleman, right? And so if you also had a $900 product and you was only getting 25% profit, that means, I want you guys to get this, that means you're going to need 45 customers to get the same 10K with 100% profit plan. Did you guys get that? That was like a light bulb moment, right? Because I was like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. First of all, more than likely, this is a physical product that I have to lunge around and try to get people to buy from me. And I'm doing all this work, but I'm only getting 20%, 25% profit. So that means I have to work harder. And we're not in this life to work harder. We're in this life to work smarter. And the beauty of this is that you get to learn and earn at the same time, right? Learn, earn at the same time. And also, most times at some of these companies, you have to pay a monthly fee in order to even sell this stuff, right? But here, you don't have a monthly fee. You have a one-time fee that you buy your website. And again, only 12 customers to get that same 10K, right? And if we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the math, the nitty-gritty is actually 10.8, right? 10.8 for 12 customers, which makes sense. 45 customers or 12. Put in the chat. Let me know. Which one would you like to do? 25% or 100%, right? Because at the end of the day, you get to decide how you want to live your life. And nothing changes if nothing changes. Remember what I talked about earlier, right? What did I say earlier? You can get the information, right? Get the information, but take action. When you combine the two of those, that's where you get the transformation from. The transformation does not happen without one of those, right? You need both of them to be able to transform your life. And if you are serious about transforming your life, then you must make a decision to do something different. Yes, you do something different, right? And let me see. Put that back up there. I told you number 7 was good. Look at that. Yes, 100% profit. And so you make the 100% profit, you don't have to worry about waiting for somebody else. Warrior Queen Candy. Hi. I love that name. Warrior Queen Candy. I feel good. Oh, about Candy. Do people sing that song to you? LL Cool J. Okay, so if you guys missed it, I'm just going to do a recap of what I went over today, right? And so the first thing I asked you guys at the beginning of this live, once I showed you these numbers, right? Once I showed you these numbers, what's your financial goal by the end of this year? Put it in the comments. Claim it. Don't be afraid to share what you want in this life, because guess what? Nothing changes, right? So you have to make a decision that you are ready to get the income that you deserve to have, because every single one of us on this earth deserve to have a life where you never have to be stressing about paying a bill or buying something for ourselves or for our kids, right? Never have to stress about that. And so if you don't want to stress about that, you need to know exactly what that financial goal is for you, right? And as a matter of fact, coming up September 1, we're going to have this 90-day run where we're going to teach you how to earn 30K in 90 days. Wouldn't that be great? Imagine what your Christmas would be like if you could learn the skills, right? If you could learn the skills to earn 30K in 90 days. What would that do for you? Put in the chat. Even if you're watching the replay, put in the chat where you're watching from and put in the chat, what would that do for your life if you could learn the skills to earn what? 30K in 90 days? That is a life-changing life if you didn't hear one before. What? Yes, 1000%. And so to recap, right, you want to know what's your financial goal by the end of the year. Put in the comments. And you want to know how you're going to get there. The system that I shared with you is how you're going to get there, right? I'm going to show you back that in a second. And also, in order to make that happen, you have to have the 3 C's. I call the 3 C's being committed, coachable, and consistent. You got to be committed to your goal, right? Because I shouldn't want this more for you than you want it for yourself and for your family, right? You have to make the decision that you want this for you, want this for your family, and you have to be coachable, because you don't know what you don't know, right? There's a lot of things that I didn't know. I had to be coachable. I had to swallow my pride and admit that I did not know some things. And it is okay not to know everything. There is so much to learn in this world, and we don't have to know it all. We just have to position ourselves in a way that we can learn the skills that we need to pay the bills, right? And also, I'm giving you the information, right? I'm giving you all the information here, but you must be able to take action, whether that's you getting the Freedom Formula Blueprint that has helped thousands of people earn 6 figures, and people in South Africa becoming millionaires in South African Rand money, right? What? Yes, right. That has happened. These are real numbers that I'm giving you guys, right? And so you make a decision whether you're going to get the blueprint or whether you're going to, you know what, I'm going all in. Like, what else I have to lose, right? Go all in. That's what I chose to do. Like, I'm riding until the wheels fall off. Heard that somewhere before, right? And so going over the quick steps really quickly is that in this business, it's rejection free. Rejection free means there is no selling, there's no chasing, there's no awkward conversations or DMs. The system does the work for you. And we give you this system for free when you purchase your program, right? When you purchase your program, you have that for you absolutely for free. And we show you exactly how to set all of that up. And another important thing, it is evergreen. Evergreen means it is a long-term sustainable business that isn't tied to trends, because you don't want your business tied to trends, because that means your income is going to fluctuate. It's going to go up and down, crazy numbers, and you're trying to figure out, okay, let me jump on the next train. No, you want to do something that's consistent and that is proven to work, right? Proven to work. What's up? Where's the house? How you doing this evening? Tasha is live and in charge today. What's up? You know what? I got this energy like I do in the mornings. It's like, this is crazy for me, because normally around this time I'm kind of like winding down, but I'm like fired up. I'm like so fired up because I'm like, there are so many moms out there that need this information. And I remember praying, like, God, please, I'm so tired of trying all these different things that just don't work. How many else are you out there like that? I know I cannot be the only one. I know that's right. Abundance is my birthright. Girl, yes. Tell it to the people in the back that don't even hear you. That's what I'm talking about. See, she knows. Abundance is our birthright. We were not meant to struggle. We were not meant to be living from paycheck to paycheck. No, we can be as wealthy as we choose to be, but we have to see it here first, right? If we don't see it and believe it for ourselves, it's never going to happen. I promise you that. It is never going to happen if you don't believe it. But here's the thing, right? All is not lost. If you don't believe it, take some of my belief because I believe you can do this, right? And if I believe it, you should believe it for yourself as well. I don't care how many things you failed in the past. I failed many things in the past, but guess what? I kept going. The only thing that beats a failure is to keep on trying. You keep on trying until you're successful, right? Whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like. Yeah, 1000%. I'm making a mess over here, Lord. Okay. So again, this business is evergreen, right? So this long-term sustainable business that isn't tied to trends. And it's a 3 simple step to do this, right? So make sure you get a screenshot of this. I want you to get a screenshot of the whole free system that you're going to get, which is here. This is what you're going to get free, all right? Guys, got that? All right. And follow those 3 steps, right? And so when you go here, you're going to put in your email address so you can get the same blueprint that thousands are following to make 6 figures from the comfort of their home. So you're going to get this by email within about 5 or 10 minutes. But after you put in your email, you're going to watch this video. And this video is going to answer about 99% of your questions of exactly how this system works, right? So grab your free copy. There's no charge for you at all. If you like it, great. So you can take the next step, right? If not, at least you had the courage. At least you had the courage, right, to go and check it out. That's all I ask, right? That's all I ask. Give yourself a chance. On this Transmission Thursday, give yourself the chance to let your life be transformed, right? All right. So get a screenshot of that. And remember, watch the video. After you watch the video, go check your email for your blueprint and just respond to that email. Say, Tasha, I got it. Or just simply say, got it. So that way I know that you got it. Because I told you guys from the beginning, if you stay to the end, I have something very special for you, right? And that thing is, if you get to this site today, right, and you go and get your blueprint, right, and you decide to purchase, guess what I'm going to do for you? I am going to reimburse you your website fee. Yeah, I'm going to do that for you. Yes, I'm going to reimburse you for your website fee, 1000%. Because why? I believe in paying it forward. I believe in helping those that's helping themselves, right? Because sometimes you just need that little push. You just need that little extra help, right? And I love that for you. I love that for me, right? So if you decide to go ahead and make your purchase this evening, I will definitely do that. And everything, again, is automated, right? So it would be like timestamp. So I would know if you purchase doing this live. And again, everything is all set up. When you go through your program, you are literally copy and pasting and going step by step, following the directions of the program. Again, don't overthink it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Follow the program as it is meant to be, right? Yes, 1000%. Okay. And the third thing that I talked about, just to do a recap for those that missed it, is that there's a low investment, right? So there's no crazy startup costs, there's no physical inventory, and there's no big risk to you. You pick the program that is best for your goals, hopes, and dreams. Again, pick the one that's best for you, right? And again, when you just to recap on this, when you pick this one right here, this one program at $900, you get $1,900 worth of product, right? Because again, it's all digital. So imagine if you sold one of these a day. Heck, imagine if you just sold one 900 program. Do you guys understand? That is $328,000 a year, all because you said yes to a proven system that has created several hundred 6-figure earners. Why not you? Why not? Right? What else do you have to lose? Right? Okay. And so again, low investment, no crazy startup costs, no inventory, No big risk, right? Your only inventory is digital. So that means it's living out there in digital space. I don't even know how that works exactly. But hey, I don't know how oxygen, well, I do know how oxygen works. I had science class. But again, right? You don't have to know exactly how that whole internet thing and all that thing works. Just know that it works and it has worked for thousands. Why not you? There's 55,000 people that said yes to themselves. They said, yes, I'm going to change my life. Why not you too? Right. And again, it's automated. You know what automation means? It's like when you go through a car wash, right? You are not taking your time scrubbing that car down and washing the wheels and washing the windows. No, you're going to the automatic car wash and you are sitting in your car chilling while your car is being washed. Heck, if you got some extra money, you on one of those fancy okay, let me do this puzzle. You on one of those fancy car washes where you get out the car, right? And your car is literally going through this system and they just whole thing is washing your car. Automated system. That means it's running for you, so you're not glued to your phone all day. But here's the thing. People are normally glued to their phones all day. You can go outside right now. I don't care what time it is, whatever country you're in, you can go outside right now. And I guarantee you, you're going to probably find at least 5 people that's on their little devices. So why not let them see you marketing your program on their device? And we teach you exactly how to reach your ideal customer, right? And that's 4. And 5, and I got 2 more to go to share with you, right? And so 5, there's no tech skills needed. It's simple, step-by-step process that anyone can follow. Again, if you can do paint by number and you can follow simple directions, you can 100% do this, right? And there's no tech skills needed, just basic tech skills. Like, I mean, come on, guys, for real. If you don't know how to use a goddamn keyboard, I'm like, hello, we have to figure some things out, right? But seriously, if you can use the keyboard, hell, if you can use your cell phone, that's all about the tech skills you're gonna need to know, right? It's really, really simple. Don't overthink it. And guess what? Go to the library. The librarian can help. If you really seriously are that, tech not savvy, you can go to the library and it can literally walk you through the basic steps of using a computer to set everything up. Because I promise you, it's so much easier to set everything up one time on a computer. And then from there, everything is ran through 4 apps from your phone. And all of that is disclosed inside the program. Number 6, 2-hour workday. How many of you would love that? Put in the chat. How many of you would love to have a 2-hour workday knowing that you can get your income producing activities in 2 hours a day? That means you're working smarter, not harder, and you finally have the time to do the things that you enjoy doing without having to worry about, okay, how am I going to make some money, right? You don't have to worry about that. Absolutely not. And last, but definitely not least, but definitely one of my favorites is 100% profit. Yes, girl. What? Yes, 100% profit. That means you get to keep everything you make. It goes directly into your bank account. Nobody else. No waiting for the broker like I had to do in the day. Wait for the broker to cut me a check after he got his check, right? No middleman, no cuts, none of that. You get 100% profit inside your account. Why? Because you're doing all the work, right? And it's your business, but you're not in this by yourself, right? And so one thing I want to share with you is that inside this community, no matter what part of the time zone you're in, no matter what country you're in, there's always someone available to help you and answer questions for you. Let me give you an example. So once I was doing this live, right? And I was telling people to like go to my website, get your blueprint. And they were like, Tasha, I'm trying to go to the website, but it's not working. I was like, what you mean it's not working? I was like, it's working fine on my end. Guess what happened? I said, you know what? I said, let me go inside the community and let me ask if anybody else having this problem, right? And guess what? Lo and behold, there were other folks having the same issue that people couldn't get to the website. And so that's a good example. Hey, Kim, how you doing, girl? It's a prime example of having that community of people that's here to help you win, to help see you win. And I love that there's no competition. It's like the only person you're competing against is the person you were yesterday. The real Just Cuts. How you doing, young lady? Glad to see you. Right? Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah. So the only competition is you're competing against the person you were yesterday. So on this Transformation Thursday, you can transform your life if you do what? Take the information, take action, and that's where the transformation comes in. Because nothing changes unless something changes, right? And in order to make those changes, once you take that action, right, you have to be committed, coachable, and consistent. And I'm telling you, those three things are going to help you so much, because there are times, and I'm telling you, it's going to happen because we're all human. Life is going to be lifing, right? Put life in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes life will be lifing, right? But you have to remember why you started this business in the first place. What was it that made you say, I have to do this? I must do this. It is a must and not a should. And I'm going to make this happen, right? If you keep that at the forefront of your mind, that will help you in those darkest of times when you are like, I don't know if I can do this, right? When you are in that doubt. And so, whoa. So you want to know what that is for you, right? Like, what is it that's going to keep you committed, right? And I have my little handy dandy little notebook here, because we all have like multiple reasons about why we choose to do something, right? And so I kind of keep mine close to my heart, right? But it's inside my little notebook. And what this is my husband is a very hard worker, right? He works 16 plus hours a day. As a matter of fact, he's not even home right now, because why? He's out there working to ensure that I get to stay home with our children. I get to homeschool our kids. I don't have to worry about the stresses of punching the clock. But there's a sacrifice with that, right? A sacrifice. And Jess can relate to this. And so he works all kind of crazy hours. And so I said to him one day, I said, baby, I said, when I wake up in the morning, I don't know if you came home at night. I don't know if you got any sleep. I don't know anything. But if you can just grab my foot, just squeeze my foot in the morning before you leave. So at least that way I know that you are at least home. And I woke up and I looked, and he wasn't in the bed with me, and he did not squeeze my foot. So I'm like, did he even come home? So I go out in the living room to try to see if he even came home. And I found this note on the floor, right? Found this note on the floor. And this note says, if you can understand his handwriting, it says, I got in at 2:30 a.m. I'm getting up at 5:30. I love you. And I'm like, I don't ever want to get another note like this again. Like, that hurt me to my core, because I'm like, he is working so hard, barely getting any sleep, but not complaining. There is not one complaint on, do y'all see that? There is not one complaint on this note that he left me. As tired as he was, mind you guys, he got up that morning at 5:30. I want you guys to get that. He already got up that morning at 5:30. Do the math, right? How many hours he was up working just so we can have a roof over our heads, just so I can stay home with our kids, just so I can homeschool our kids, so that way we're not putting them out there in society and letting them learn the same things we're trying to unlearn, right? When it comes to making income. And so this is part of the reason that keeps me committed, because I'm like, the more income that I bring in, the less hours he'll have to work, right? And Jess, I love her story, because Jess was able to retire her husband, right? So neither one of them have to go out there and put your clock anymore. But here's the thing. When you do that, you want to be strategic in how you do that, right? And so there's a strategy to this. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and quit your job because you now have this business you can make all this income from. No, you want to be strategic. And the best thing that I could think of to do is to get out of debt first. Like, yes, having a nice car and a nice house and all those things are great. But what's not great is having the pressure, the financial pressure of trying to make sure all these bills are paid, right? And so that's why my husband and I, we're on this journey. We're like, you know what? We're going to work our business and we're going to get out of debt. Like, that is our main goal, is to get out of debt. Now, once we completely get out of debt and have an emergency fund set up for like 6 months to a year of all of our expenses, our monthly expenses, then we can start doing some like fun stuff, right? But it's like, at this point in this stage of our life and our growth, it's like, you know what? We want to figure out how we can master this system, be committed, be coachable, be consistent, so we can get to the other side, right? And the only way to do that is to follow the program the way that it is set up and focus on your goals. Let your goals be your goals, not someone else's, right? Let your goals be your goals. So maybe your goal is not to get out of debt. I don't know why you wouldn't want to, but maybe you want to do something. Maybe you want a Corvette. It rhymes with debt. I just said Corvette. Right? But figure out what that goal is for you and do not stop until you reach it. It doesn't matter how long it takes, because your dream, your goal was made for you. Let me give you a prime example. So my mentor, Michelle, who created this program, this wonderful, wonderful program, had a dream ever since she was 9 years old to have season tickets to the Dallas Cowboys. Why she's a Dallas Cowboy fan, I don't know. She loved Dallas Cowboys. I could care less about whatever team, whatever. I just like the colors of different teams. But anyway, So since she was 9 years old, she had this dream, and people was like, "Oh, it's a fluke dream," because in her household, she was not taught to believe in her dream. She was not even taught how to even, have a dream and go after it, right? But all of these years later, after having 6 kids and 5 grandkids, she was finally able this year to what to fulfill the dream that she had as a 9-year old, and she never gave up on. That was always in the back of her mind that maybe I can do this. And she did it, right? That is so powerful when you can have a dream and you can see the vision, and you may not know how you're going to get there. And that is okay. And I'm telling you something from experience. Sometimes it's good not to know how you're going to get there because you're going to mess it all up. I'm telling you, you're going to mess it up. But what's good is to have an eye on the prize. Like Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And Michelle did that. The very first step that she took is that a couple of years ago, she saw a Facebook post about you can make money online without dimming anybody, without phone calls, and without physical products, and you get 100% profit. Hey, Alpha 960. And when she saw that, she was like, man, this is awesome. And she started marketing that program. But here's the thing, that she was marketing that program. But she was marketing that program, she saw some holes in that program, right? And that's what happens when you start doing things and like you start seeing like, oh, this is great, but I see these little gaps, these holes where things could be better. And so instead of her complaining about how things were, she said, you know what? I'm a visionary, right? I'm a visionary. And so I'm going to figure out what these gaps are, and I'm going to create something that's going to close the gap so that way more people can be helped. And hence this program was born, right? And since then, people have earned over $29 million marketing this exact program that she created from a post that she saw some years ago, right? And followed the program to learn this whole digital marketing space. And here's the thing, anybody can do this. Anybody that has the will, the dream, the desire, the goal of making their life better than what it is, you can absolutely do this. And I'm telling you, there is not one single program out there in the world that's all perfect, right? There, anybody tell you that, you better run. You better run, because that's ego talking and not the truth talking. We may try our best to make sure that everything is covered, but sometimes things just fall through the cracks. But here's the thing, 55,000 people cannot be wrong. Hope you guys get that. 55,000 people have gotten their hands on this exact same blueprint that's for free that I'm sharing with you, that you can take this whole entire thing, look at it. I mean, really divest it, divest it, digest it, and see if this is the right fit for you. If it is, great. Pick your program. If it's not, that's okay. At least you had the courage to check it out. That's it. Pat yourself on the back for that, right? Pat yourself on the back for at least having the courage to check it out. But here's one more thing I want to share with you right before we end this live this evening. Now, some people may be thinking that you need a whole lot of faith in order to make this work. But I keep this as a reminder on my computer. And it's so small you probably can't even see it. I'm going to put it up to the screen as close as I possibly can. Hopefully I can zoom in a little bit. Let me see. You guys can see that right there. You know what that is? That is a mustard seed. All you need is the faith the size of a mustard seed. Have you guys ever seen a mustard seed plant? It's huge. All from this tiny little seed, right? This tiny little seed. And all you need is to have faith that you can do this. Whatever your higher power is, pray to that, right? But don't sit on it. Like, make a decision. Like, you did not come across this live by happenstance. I don't believe that anything happens just to happen, no matter how bad, no matter how good, no matter how delayed it may be. Every single thing happens for a reason. From the smallest thing to even the biggest thing. If you look for it, it will show up for you, right? How many can relate to that? How many can relate to what I just said, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you guys for the likes. Also, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. I definitely appreciate that, because it helps the algorithm, helps people to get this into more hands, right? Help get this into more hands. Lorraine, how you doing, lady? Yes, it helps get this into more hands. So let me give you guys Hot Mess Entrepreneur. I know that's right, girl. And give it to the #1 gifted badge. Girl, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Yes. Like I said, everything happens for a reason, right? And so I know, right? Hey And so when I say everything was for a reason, let me give you a quick example of something that just happened the other day, right? I'm talking too fast, put slow in the chat so I know to slow down. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. So I live in this apartment complex, right? And I pay extra for what you call that, reserved parking. And for the longest time, they never gave me like the tag to put in my window. So I've been parking because I'm like, I know that's my spot. But what they found out is that tenants were moving out and they were just giving their neighbors their parking pass without doing it the right way, without them paying for it. And so they have been towing cars that don't have a decal in their window. I didn't know this. So what happened was I go to the computer room because I want to print some things out and the printer isn't working. And the time that I went, I wasn't planning to go. I was just in the car. I was like, oh, let me just drive to the business center. And I go inside and it's not working. At that moment, the lady that works in the leasing office came in and she was like, well, you can always come down to the leasing office and use my printer. I was like, what? She was like, yes. I was like, okay, cool. So I go in to her office, use the computer. And as I'm typing my things out and printing my stuff out, I'm hearing her talk to the tenant about this whole parking situation and about getting their parking passes. And so as I'm half listening, I'm like, can you check to see if you have a parking pass for me? Because I don't have one. She was like, what, you don't have? I was like, no, I have my parking spot, but I didn't get one. Everything happens for a reason. I had to be in that space and that spot at that time in order to get that information. So that way I would know, because they did not send the email out. No, they didn't. So I wouldn't have known, right? And so again, even if you're hearing me right now, you are listening, you are here for a reason. Nothing at all happens for no reason. Even if in the moment we don't know why, everything was for a reason. So I want to encourage you today that if you are on the fence and you are trying to decide what to do on this Transformation Thursday, and you've heard me talk about how moms are creating 4 streams of income with one done for you business, do yourself a favor and go get your freedom blueprint. Again, all you have to do is follow these simple steps. I'm going to put it on the screen. Take a screenshot so that way you know exactly how to do that, right? So get a screenshot of that. And all you're going to do is go here and get your blueprint. And it's a simple step process, right? You go here, you put in your email, and you're going to get this in either your junk or promotions folder. If you don't see it, go to the search inside your email and put blueprint. And then you will see this right away. And if it's in your junk folder, just take it out. But mark it safe, and it'll go into your regular inbox. And then immediately after putting your email in, within about 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to get that blueprint. But immediately you are going to come across this video. And this video is going to answer about 99.9% of your questions. Now, here's the thing. If you still have questions after watching this video, it's perfectly okay. You're going to get this video by email. And that's going to go into further detail, because I get it. Some people are very analytical and they just need to get a little bit more information. So if your questions weren't answered between this video, your question will be answered between these 2 videos. But if you still have questions, I welcome them. Please email me, right? Respond to this email, Future Blueprint. Respond, got it, and respond with your question. And I will definitely answer your question for you, because here's the thing. You may have that question. Somebody else may have the same question as well. So I will answer your question through email. And I may also post it on social media so that way other people can see your lovely question. Okay. And so that is that. And if you decide that right now, you know what, maybe you're waiting until payday Friday, or maybe, you get paid twice a month, you wait until next month. All you do is just look inside your emails. And so I'll be sending you emails periodically, just checking on you, giving some more information. If you need, more information to make an informed decision, I'll be doing that here. But here's the beauty of all of this, right? This whole system is rejection free. And what do I mean by that? That means as easily as you can subscribe, right? As easy as you subscribe to the to this email list, you can unsubscribe. And I love that for both of us, because neither one of us have to go through that whole awkward, can you remove my name off the email list? No, it doesn't have to worry about that, right? It's literally all done behind the scenes. And all of this is set up inside your program. So when you get your program, whichever one you pick, you're going to get all of this, or you're going to get the rest of this whole system. Yes, 1000%. Yes, girl, I know, I love that too. Yes, that's like so awesome, right? And so again, you're going to pick your program. You're going to pay your one-time fee, right? I need my pointer. You're going to pay your one-time fee. And remember, as you're learning the skills and as you're being coached through this whole entire process, Your goal is to get 1 out of 20 buying from you. And the more you increase your skills, the better this number gets. So we have some people in the program, 1 out of 5 are buying from them because they're getting so concise with their message that they know exactly who they're talking to, and they're only talking to their ideal customer. So this number changes, right? But at the bare minimum, you want to get at least 1 out of 20 to get this blueprint in their hands. Is everybody going to buy it? Absolutely not. I'd be a fool to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you some falsehoods, right? No fluff. 1 out of 20, right? And so those that don't, they go into your email system, right? And email is power, right? Email is connection. That's how you connect with your people. Because y'all know social media, you try to DM everybody. You know how long that's going to take to just DM, get a DM after DM? No, we don't know. We want to give you your time back. And the best way that you can get your time back is to follow a proven system, automated system that's working for you 24/7. Heck, even when I got my first customer, I was taking a nap. I was literally just coming home schooling my kids, and I was like, y'all, it's nap time. We took a nap, and I woke up to a notification in my phone that I got a customer from a country I never heard of, a country I never been to. And she was able to purchase on her own without ever having to talk to me, right? And that is the whole beauty of this whole system that you get, because in this day and age, you want to be able to have a system that's working for you 24/7 so you can live like, I mean, look how beautiful this world is. Mhm. When you want to explore that, right? I know, right? You get to explore the world. You get to spend more time with your kids, have more memories, right? And you know what? I'm going to share something. Let me undo this. I want to share something with the moms in here this evening because I had a heart to heart with my son. Tony G, what's happening? How you doing? Welcome back, Tony G. Glad to see you. So I want to share this with my moms because if you're like me, you may have a lot of mom guilt, right? When it comes to our kids and how we show up for our kids. And my son is 15, and I pulled him to the side the other day, and I was just talking to him about the guilt that I feel around my oldest child, who's now, she left home at 17, joined the Air Force, got married. And for her whole entire life, it's like I was on this grind of trying to find a way to make money from home. And it's like I tried so many things and nothing ever stuck, right? Nothing ever stuck. And I was so tired of that whole constant grind of doing those things, right? And I was telling my son, I kind of regret that. And I was asking him, how does he feel about me now as far as like what I'm doing? And he brought me to tears because he was like, I see that you don't give up. And he was like, Mommy, you are home with us. And I love that you're home with us. I love that you're homeschooling us. I love that I can wake up and know that you were there. And so sometimes the things that we are worried about, our kids are not. Right. So I implore you to talk to your children, right? Get them into the buy-in, get them to see what you're doing. And I'm telling you, when they get to see that and they get to see how you work and they see how you are never giving up, that does something for them. It shows them that they too can work hard towards their dreams and their goals, and that it always may not be easy. There may be trials, maybe tribulations, there may be obstacles to overcome. But when you can overcome those things and they see you overcoming and they see you coming into the dreams that you desired, it helps them to dream big too, right? And I did this 7-day bike ride, and it's so funny because I think I took a picture of this bus, right? And the bus said something along the lines of, if you're not having a good time, lower your expectations, right? And I found that so interesting because a lot of us was on this 7-day bike ride where we're literally biking with thousands of people in the middle of Iowa in the heat of the goddamn summer. And it's like, why are we being conditioned to lower our standards, lower our expectations, right? No, I want you guys to raise your standards, raise your expectations, and know that life can be as great as you want it to be, right? So instead of lowering your expectations, how about increasing your skill set? How about raising your standards? How about seeing a life of abundance and knowing that with the right system, right? You wanted the right system, you can get there. And this system is going to show you exactly how to get there. Because here's the thing, if you can work this system and learn the skills to attract 12 customers to you, right? Attract 12 customers to you to earn consistently 10K months, right? That relieves so much stress, so much stress. You know what else it relieves? It relieves the arguments in the household of the family, right? Like, let me tell you something. My husband made me so mad one time because what was it? He had gave me some money, right? And he was like, over to the money I just gave you. And I'm like, what? How far do you think $100 is gonna go? Right? Like, a loaf of bread, kids will eat that in one sitting, right? Box of cereal, they can eat the whole box in one sitting. And you ask me what $100 goes, you know what I did? I ain't telling you to do this. You know what I did? I said, okay, the next time you give me some money, I'm going to give my itemized count, receipt for everything. So that way he knows exactly where the goddamn money is going, right? Petty? Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing, right? It's like when we're so used to being in our lane, we don't even understand what's going on the other side, right? As a stay-at-home mom, I'm trying to balance the income. I'm trying to balance, what the kids get when the kids are going shopping. Okay, it's your turn this month. It's your turn next month. All these different things, but these are things that he don't see behind the scenes, right? And so, but as the provider, as the one out there working every day, he's like, okay, I'm working, I'm busting my tail, but where's the money going? And it's like, dude, you can really see where the money is going, right? And so again, if you are making income and you are helping to alleviate some of that financial pressure, it relieves some of those arguments when it comes around money. And it is so sad and so upsetting that a lot of marriages, even some of the best marriages, wind up ending because of money fights, because they're not on the same page, right? And so I'm showing moms how to create 4 streams of income with one done for you business. Why? Because moms, a lot of us, we're already good at multitasking, right? But we need to release ourselves of that multitasking, which is why I love following this blueprint, because it shows us how to use one simple business model, right? To have multiple streams of income. You know what that means? That means you have multiple streams of income built into one product. Lonely Wolf 1000. Oh, I hope you're not lonely this evening, but welcome to the live, Lonely Wolf. Hope you follow. If you haven't followed me already, be sure to follow me, guys, so you know when I'm going live. My life is lifing. So I don't have a set schedule yet of when I'm able to go live. But as soon as I figure out that exact schedule, you guys will be the first to know if you're following me. So be sure to follow me on my platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Make sure you follow me on all my platforms, okay? And also know this, Facebook and TikTok, that all my lives that I do is automatically uploaded to YouTube after this live. So if you missed anything, you can always go back and watch the recording on YouTube. Yes. Bossy Diva 816. Hey, boss in the house. Katarina, hi. How are you doing this evening? Welcome to the live, girl. Welcome to the live. I'm just doing a recap of what we talked about today. Guys, if you haven't already got your blueprint, be sure to go here. Yes, go here and get your blueprint, right? Get your blueprint. Watch the video that's going to come after that, right? You're going to put your email here. That's going to come to you in about 5 or 10 minutes. So by the time you finish watching this video, immediately go check your inbox. And I want to share this with you guys, right? Because I believe in learning from other people's mistakes, even my own mistakes, right? And unfortunately, a year ago, I was not very clear when I said to my live audience, I said, hey, when you go here and watch this video, you make your purchase. I did not reiterate that after you pick your program, you must stay on the screen so you can go pay your website fee. Because again, this does not work without the website, right? You must pick your program and then pay your one-time $30 fee in order to get your website. That's how that works. So she had the program, she had everything, but she's like, I don't have my website. That's because you skipped that page, right? So in order to run this business, run this program, you have to have them both. And here's the thing. If you are watching from the US, put US in the chat. If you are watching me in the US, I said something special for you. If you're watching me from the US, put US in the chat. For all of my folks in the US, whether you on TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube, I have a special for you. And that is when you pick one of your programs, you don't have to pay all of that at once. Thank you, Lorraine, for the US. You can literally get a installment plan and break that whole thing down. And as a matter of fact, I highly encourage it, right? Why do I encourage that? Because there's no big lump sum coming out, right? You literally pay that one time. And here's the thing, you get the full program. So even though you're making monthly payments, you get the full program. You don't get half of it, you don't get a piece of it. And you're still gonna get 6 bonuses that are offered with this program if you go ahead and do this now, right? And so with that, you can learn the skills, set up your website, and before your first payment is due, you can follow our 7-day Launch the Profit program. This in the program. And guess what? Get your income done before it's even due. See, Lorraine is smart. She did that. See, because when I first started, there was no payment plan. I had to pay the whole thing. But Lorraine is smart, right? That is the mind of an entrepreneur. And so there's a mind shift that has to happen, right? You got to switch from that employee mindset to a CEO mindset. And it all starts with working smarter, not harder. And that if you can follow this program, you must, again, it's so super important, guys. You got to be committed, you got to be coachable, you have to be consistent, right? That is the trinity of making this thing work for you. And again, like anything, right? Is everybody going to do it? Absolutely not. Is everybody going to be smart and follow the system? Absolutely not, because people are people, right? But here's the thing. As long as you stay committed, coachable, and consistent, you can make this work for you. Again, whether you choose the 9, the 6, the 3, or the 1, guess what? If you are in the US, I have an installment plan for you. Yes, an installment plan for you so that we can go ahead and get started. And let the business pay for your business. Let me say that again. Let the business pay for your business, right? That's that CEO thinking. That's like, okay, if I just get on a monthly plan, right? And I can work the business because I'm going to be committed, I'm going to be coachable, I'm going to be consistent. And then when I make my first customer, right? That means I'm getting my investment back and then some, right? Because a lot of times my customers don't have to pay that first payment until 30 days later. So you have 30 days, right? You have 30 days to get your program set up and start marketing the program. And here's the thing, most important, go through that 7-day Launch the Profit program so you can learn the skills so you can get your investment back, right? And then when you get your first investment, don't get all happy and be like, oh yeah, and then start spending crazy. No, pay that loan off early. Yes, pay it off early, right? And then do it again. And then do it again, because guess what? After you pay that off, everything that you get is 100% profit in your pocket, right? So the sooner you pay that off, the sooner you're getting that income in your pocket. And here's the thing, I don't want you to just get this one time. Because we're talking about life-changing income. And it's not life-changing if you only get this once, right? And so again, all you want to do is master getting this free system in people's hands. Like my goal is to get this into 30 moms' hands tonight, right? 30 moms' hands tonight. I want to get this in their hands. And so I'm asking you to help, right? To share this live. Share this with people that's looking to change their income, that's looking to help their husbands come home and not have to work that part-time job or work all that overtime. Because you know why? Because our kids need mommy and daddy, not just mommy. Mommy, it's great to have mommy at home. But it's even greater to have mommy and daddy, and they're both earning income where they're not struggling, trying to figure out how to stretch one check to the next, right? Put check in the chat if y'all know what I'm talking about. Put check in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, right? Let me see if I missed any comments over there. All right. Okay, so before I get off here, did anybody have any questions for me before I get off of this live this evening? Because I stayed on here longer than I thought I would. I always have such a good time with y'all. Thank y'all so much for the engagement. I love it. Yes. All righty. Okay. All right. That is it that I have for you guys this evening. It was a pleasure having you. And again, if you're not following me already, be sure to follow me so you know when I'll be going live. And life is lifing. So hopefully in the next few days, hopefully by Monday, I will have my exact live schedule that I'll be going live. But for right now, just make sure that you're following me so that way you'll be notified when I go live. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Facebook. Y'all have a good night. You have a good night too, Lorraine. Thank you. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to do a